Hey, hello. Welcome back on our fifth module, which is Microsoft SQL installation and SSMS SQL Server Management Studio installation. And the previous video, we have installed PostgreSQL as part of our SQL learning. And this session and this module, we are going to cover installation of Microsoft SQL and SSMS. Okay, we are going to discuss all these things now. Okay, before we launch it's Microsoft SQL and PostgreSQL. What is the difference? The difference is nothing. The SQL is structured query language is both are same, and PostgreSQL and this is the database, but the language we are going to use and execute the test is both are same. Then what is the Postgres then? What is how it is differ from Microsoft SQL? We are going to see what is the difference between Microsoft SQL and Postgres SQL is both are databases. Okay, Microsoft SQL is developed by Microsoft and Postgres SQL is developed by global open source community. Okay, the nearly more or less all the features, all the methods we are going to extract the data, that will be same in both. Okay, now before we start, so we are going to see and download the installation file which are available in the web file. So we are going to download and show you how to download, how to install Microsoft SQL in your local computer. Okay, so before that, we need to check the what is the system requirement for the installation. One is SQL runs on 64-bit. Minimum 64-bit is the requirement for the. It could be of Windows 10, 11, 64-bit, or maybe if you want to use Linux or Ubuntu 20.4, 22.4, Red Hat Linux. That is the requirement for the Linux exposure. Okay, and then CPU is around RAM 2 GB or 4 GB. Minimum hard disk space is 6 GB and above. And those are the requirement. Minimum .NET framework is required. Windows installation is required. PowerShell admin rights are required. This is a basic requirement, which is bare minimum in order to install the Microsoft SQL. Okay. Now let me navigate to you web browser. So in order to download the okay, Microsoft SQL Server and SSMS requirement. So let me click my web browser here. So the moment I click web browser, so it will open the new tab. Okay, let me wait. So here the web browser is already installed. Clicked on it. Okay, where is the web browser here? Okay, can you see the web browser here? What I'm going to do, SQL download, Microsoft SQL download, Microsoft SQL download. Okay, the moment you click here, the Microsoft SQL Server download, click on first link, click on the first link which is available there. Okay, and then we have available option which is required for the download is the server 201 premises. Leave it aside, so we don't need, because these are the paid version which are used by the organization. That we only need it's a free version in order to learn, in order to have some hands-on here. Maybe just see this is the one option, SQL Server 2022 developer. Just click on download. Okay, the moment you click that download option, they have it downloaded multiple times, that option will be downloaded. Now I'm going to click open a file here. Okay, that option will come over here. Open the file, click yes. Okay, it will navigate for the installation. What are the available options? We can see it. We are going to install here. There are three options. When the moment you click an installation file, we have a three option. One is basic, another one is custom, the another one is download medium. So these two are not required because these are the custom based on your high-end profile or requirement. You can choose the custom options which are available here, or download media, download SQL Server setup files. Now install later them. Maybe you're downloading the media here, because we need not to download media, we already downloaded already. What we are going to do, we are going to select the basic installation here. The moment you click, it will ask for the end user license agreement and all. Just you click accept. Okay, and also you can select the file, whatever the file we have. Just the actual automatically calculate the file location and all. It will navigate automatically. Just you click install. Or if you're not populated installation location and all, you can manually go and browse it. Always go and select 86 file and a program file, C drive program files, installation location, so that you can select based on your need. Now the installation will take some couple of minutes. Now maybe by that time you go and grab your cup of coffee and sip it, but meantime you will get the installation, get it installed in your local machine. Once the installation has been completed, so we will pop up a screen with the kind of an configuration setup here. Let's now installation complete. Now what is the instant name is Microsoft SQL 3, 2, what is the administrator, this one, and feature installed, SQL engine installed, this the RTM real-time management or processor applications here. These are the connection, we need not to do anything here. Now let's say we are going to connect now, whether if we able to connect this setup, whether that server is installed or not. Just a quick way of checking whether your installation is a success or not. Just click on connect here. The moment you see here, see the option, we have one row affected, means select version at go. This the one part, the row is affected, this the row, and this the installation has been installed based on this configuration. Now the installation is fully complete now. So now the second option, what we have to do, we are going to install the install SSMS is SQL Server Management Studio. This is required, it's a kind of a GUI, because in the organization we have multiple server installed. Okay, server 1, server 2, server 3. In order to connect them together, in order to integrate and control together, we need a studio. Studio means it's a controlling application where you can control, or you can get connected, interacted with these kind of databases by using studio. Now I'm going to install, click on install SSMS. The moment you click, it will again go back to the web page and select the appropriate server management studio. See here, download, here we have an option. Can you bit scroll down, download SSMS 21. See, this is the one we have. How to install and all that I will tell you. Now I'm going to download the, here we have multiple times I downloaded because that I have previously installed. What I'm going to do, the once I download, just I'm double click on here. Okay, so the studio installer, it's going to take it up for me. So the moment you're done, that it will ask for the approval and all. So just you click yes. Okay, it will automatically start installing. Again it will take a few more minutes to get it installed. So I think that it will taken us to, just ignore once. Okay, before you started to need a few things, just continue. Yes, is the Visual Studio installer is getting ready, is getting installed. Let's wait for some time. As and when the pop-up comes, I will show you there what is the things going on here. Let's wait for some time. So we'll see. Still, if you like to have or finish your coffee, you can finish it or have coffee there. Okay, meantime then we'll have that option. So here there isn't two option, the all installation are up to date, because that I already have the installation. If the fresh installation continues, just you can click OK, it will automatically complete the installation. Now we have an application here, modify launcher mode. You need not to do, because modify means in order to change something we need not to go and do it. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to launch this application. Once the studio installer is completed, I am going to launch it. Just say launch. That launch application is look like this. look like this: SQL Server Management Studio. So we'll see how SQL Server Management looks like. Then I will tell you what is the 21 is the version of 2021 the year. That is so it says that SQL Server Management. Okay, let's wait for some time, let it configure by internal, and then it will show an graphical user interface. It comprises of all. Okay, now the modification is complete. See here, the moment I am minimizing this window, because I'm going to navigate to the window here, this also you can here you can close this tab. It's not required anymore. Do you want to exit? Yes, of course you can exit that addition. Here SQL Server Management Studio, it takes time, that's why it's not responding at this point of time. Let's wait for some time, is get it open, because that will again it depends on your PC, laptop, what is the configuration and all. See here, here server name you have to select, go to browse. Okay, in the local we have an instance here, 1 2 3, this is my local PC names and all. This is the server installed. That I will select 1 or 2 instance, maybe I go or 2. If you want you can connect to rest other option you can select as it is. Maybe if it is asked for some trust, okay, just what you have to do, if the error it comes, maybe just trust the service server certificate, just click OK. It's automatically connect. Okay, let's see whether you get it connected here. Of course we did. Now we have successfully installed all your application here. We have installed SSMS, and we have installed the server. Okay, we'll see how the things will looks like here, and I'll touch a little bit touch about here what are the requirements and what are the options we have, that we are going to talk about a little bit more here. Okay, see here, the one is the database, this the user interface, something similar to your PostgreSQL. You are going to connect the all this requirement for your particular server. These are the database, so system day or database and all, and these are the security requirement. Suppose if you are managing any server, these are the login and security roles, and all these things need to be added here. Okay, so need to be provided here. That's the reason we need to see here this the server object. It means that if you have a backup, if you want to backup or endpoint linked server or triggers, backup is nothing but if you have any backup to take it up as part of this installation or maybe as part of this server. Endpoint is nothing but and what level of security requirement and when you want to take a backup, all those things. And linked server, any other additional servers linked to this particular instance that needs to be taken care, or any other triggers. Okay, the triggers is not about any third party application or app link you are connected here, that it will be taken care. Okay, these are the minimum requirement in order to make this server active. Okay, now just we have connected here. Okay, already we are connected, you need not to connect anymore this thing. And if you have a query, just click on new query, the application another query window will be opened here. Here we can type so any query which is related to your SQL server. This is the query window. The moment you type the queries here, the automatically it will fetch the data which are available here. Okay, that is the important aspect we are now going to see. See, this is very simple, based on either your PostgreSQL and Microsoft SQL. Almost the language is SQL same. Okay, you need to type. Okay, you need to use either SQL or PostgreSQL for your learning, understanding and experience how the server, how the SQL works in the real time. Okay, that's all about on this video. So we are going to take in the next video, we'll discuss few more points on this, or maybe just we can take some example, or we are going to jump into a actual topic which is intended to finish. Okay, that's all. So we'll see you on the next video for the next upcoming topic we'll discuss further. Thank you very much. See you all in the next video.